Yeah, it's a little long. Big
I
hole.
measured it. It was 8 inches.
That's not the only thing that's 8 inches.
Shut up, Andrew. Hi.
What are you doing?
I'm on Instagram.
Oh, okay. And what else are you going to be doing?
I need to take my peptides.
Okay, nice. All right, so we got BPCTB, we've got curcumin, we got thymosin alpha, and we got one called like GHK crazy.
GHKCU.
Right, they all got crazy names. All right, why are the bottles different?
Well, I started off with a doctor out here because I needed stuff right after surgery, and then CA Peptides was nice enough to send over some peptides after surgery.
Right, so that's the two on the left, this yellow one.
Yes. So this is from California Peptides. This is from, they're kind of my homies.
What, do you have a name?
Dr. Jason.
Okay.
Dr. Jason Pensick? Whatever. I don't know. He has a business in Lisle, and then he also works in Hinsdale too.
And everyone knows who CA Peptides are.
Yeah.
Those are the people that gave me all the testosterone.
I like supporting local and then also supporting friends. Sarah.
Right, Sarah.
Yeah.
Sarah. Sarah's great. All right, let's do it.
All right.
How long does this usually take you? You do this every day, right? In the morning?
It used to be you doing it for me, but then I got tired of waiting for my peptides whenever you were ready for it, so now I just do it.
I've waited years. By now it must be.
It's 23 years, 4 months, 8 days.
What was the difference between me doing it and you doing it? Why didn't you do it yourself the whole time?
Well, I also couldn't in the beginning.
Right. Oh, okay.
I couldn't do anything.
I'll still hit you with the one on the other shoulder.
Yeah, I could put it in my one shoulder, but I need you to like switch it up sometimes.
So how long does it take now that you're doing it on your own?
I mean, 10 minutes, not even.
Do you have all your supplies over here
No,
ready
I
to
was
do
just
it?
about to ask
You don't have all your supplies?
No.
Darn, okay. Now we got all the supplies.
Careful! Don't hurt yourself on my crutches.
Wouldn't that just be weird?
4. I hate wasting 4.
You can't use the same one over and over again?
I mean, I don't think that's sanitary
You can't.
or
No,
safe.
You
like,
shouldn't. We're not
blood and
drug addicts.
putting it, yeah, that's gross. And they're not even expensive.
No.
We're not cheap around here.
And you didn't get those from either of the people, did you? You kind of had to go get those?
No, so Jason will send me packs of syringes. Eventually I do run out. He even sends alcohol swabs with the dosages, which is really nice.
But you can find all that stuff on the internet.
But then-
and I think you went to Walgreens and got those syringes.
And then the rest of the ones I go to Walgreens, and I actually went through the pharmacy and I was like, hi, can I have syringes? And then they're like, what numbers do you need? And I started just making stuff up.
30 gauge, ½ inch. So get in there. What's this process?
All right, have your alcohol swab. I have extra alcohol because this dries out. You wipe the bottles.
All of them, right?
All of them.
Every single time?
Every single time.
How come?
Because it's sitting in a fridge, and like, just because you can't see germs doesn't mean it doesn't go onto the bottle.
Every single time.
And I get in there.
Yeah, you're really wiping that thing down.
Well, I'm just not trying to have infections. And honestly, this table setting's probably not the cleanest
What do
as
you
well.
mean? This house
But
is immaculate.
I can't clean anything.
Look at all this stuff on this table. We're clean.
I can't clean anything. I need you to clean, and you ain't cleaning.
Oh, you're already putting more on there? Or is this for now that you're applying? Oh, you have to fill the syringe.
Yeah. So now I kind of like let that sit for a second. Which
That one's already yellow from that one, huh?
Yeah, dude. That one's
Interesting.
super yellow. All
All
right.
right, let's go.
Okay, relax. The GHK, she tells me 10. I don't know what that means, but 10.
Units. That's a unit. So there you go.
And I put it all the way over there so I can know.
So when you got the GHK, it was already reconstituted, right? It's blue. The liquid in there is blue.
Yeah. That one is reconstituted. I think the BPC, the original one, came in with liquid, and then I think the only one that I had to do was the thymosin.
I think you have those two backwards. Thymosin came reconstituted.
Did that
as well.
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the BPC came as a powder, as it usually does.
All right, thymosin. And that's 15. This one burns.
I thought you said the GK one burns.
All of them burn. But they burn in their own ways.
That's good. It means you know that they're working.
That's
I like
what
how you're
everyone-
recapping them after you load them.
Well, because There's so much going on right now. I just need to know what's going on.
Well, I think it's a sanitary thing. It's good to do that.
I don't even like really doing that. I like just putting it in right away. I don't even like setting it down.
So do I.
Goodbye. This one, have we figured out what I'm doing with this one?
What do you mean?
I started with 5, then I got to 10, now I'm at 15.
We're doing 15.
Okay. This one is thick.
Yeah, this one came reconstituted as well from CA Peptides. How's that one been going for you? Why'd you shoot it back in?
Because I don't know.
A bubble? I mean,
Yeah.
It's going to be a bubble. Do we remember what this one does?
Yeah, anti-inflammatory and packed with antioxidants. So it's really good for just calming inflammation down in the body. And I am one poofy mofo after all that anesthesia and also just being swollen from the surgery. I'm very swollen and it's 6 weeks later. And then BPC.
So this one you've been on for basically, what, 7 weeks now?
Entire time.
You were doing it even before.
My local people out here, they had me doing it before surgery. And that was actually a combo. It was BPC, thymosin, beta 4 or something like that. What am I doing with this? 25?
25. That one we had to reconstitute.
Did we?
So when we did that, we filled it up to 3 milliliters on a typical syringe. And it was 15 milligrams in there, so it turned it into 1,500 micrograms or 15,000 micrograms, whatever, however that math converts.
That lasted me a while.
It's still lasting you a while, yeah. Nice shirt.
Thanks.
So you're going to throw which one in there?
This is a GHK.
Let's see it.
What do you mean? Let's see what?
Let's see you do it.
Someone's gonna come at me for not being like clean enough.
It's okay. You giving yourself how many of these injections at this point?
All right, GHK. I have it lined up with. Okay.
That's kind of smart, actually.
Yeah.
There's those to those.
Yep. It kind of got stuck.
I don't know what you mean.
Like it didn't want to go in as easily as it usually does. I like doing this because you push too fast and then it makes me super sore.
I just do what the doctors at Walgreens do.
So then that one goes over there because I
Pharmacist.
know I'm done with it. And then I always wipe after. And
Before and after. Someone's going to come after you for it not being clean enough. And
someone's going to have some shit to say.
Someone always has some shit to say.
Now my poor belly. Okay.
Okay.
My poor belly takes a beating.
Where do we do this?
These are all in the belly. The thymosin kind of goes around the belt line, Michelle told me. And then I have to find an area that doesn't hurt. And really she just says like, just keep going around the belt line. Thymosin.
I wonder how I'm going to edit this. I got to check the YouTube guidelines and see if I'm allowed to post this. Otherwise, I'll just crop this part out.
Well, okay, so how does Tommy G do it with his
I think he
his
just crops
peeps?
it out or blacks it out or whatever.
Ooh, like,
I'll show you like swabbing the area like this. You go, oh, that's where it went. Now here's the thing about what we're doing here. We're going into the fat, right?
yes.
Look at that little bruise
This-
you got right there.
I know.
You know,
So-
remember the one time I found, see that bruise to the left of her belly button? That's from a needle, right?
Honestly, so what's going on?
Tell me it's from a needle really quick.
Yes, it's from a needle.
Remember that one time I found that athlete with the like little bruise marks next to their belly button, and I never made a video on it, but I made another video on it where I didn't bring up that extremely obvious mark next to their belly button.
Whatever.
You don't want to talk about it, but I want to bring it up, and everyone's go, who is it? Who is he talking about? Oh, you all know who this is. Carry on.
Thank you.
Yes.
You could see my scar, unfortunately.
Yeah, there it is. It's looking good.
Yeah, it just sucks that it goes all the way up to, you know,
Where does it start? You don't need to move your pants, just point.
down here.
Yeah, it's a little long. Big
I
hole.
measured it. It was 8 inches.
That's not the only thing that's 8 inches.
Shut up, Andrew. All right, so this side of my belly feels completely different than this side because I swear it's because of like all the scar tissue over here. So even when I put the needle in, it's so much tougher to move through, even though my scar is over here. So I really don't love doing it on this side, but I know I have to.
Let's go.
I'm working on it, and I have to find a different area. I'm actually going to do the BPC on this side because this one doesn't burn. Don't worry, there's a lot of belly fat nowadays for it to go through.
Everyone's got stuff there, man. I wouldn't really say that there's a lot in there at all, your butthole.
I should be wearing gloves.
No.
I should have everything with like a sheet underneath this table. This should all be wiped down.
How many
I should be
infections have you
probably
had?
using a different swab every time. 0, but I'm just saying, like, I need people to know I know.
So I gave
How to be
myself,
clean.
what, 100 injections this year in environments less sanitary than this.
Ew.
You know how many infections?
Diseases,
Zero.
infectious diseases.
0. And you've done probably 100 this month.
Dude.
At this rate, you're doing four a day for 8 weeks.
It's been, yeah.
What's the math on that? 56 by 4, it's like 200. So, and the general thought is you go 2 inches outside of the belly button with these, right?
Yes.
Into the fat. So you don't blow it straight in. You're at an angle. You're putting it sideways, and you're getting into the fat.
That would burn so
Which one was that?
much.
Which one was that?
The curcumin.
Curcumin.
Burns like
BPC
a
is for
motherfucker.
muscle regeneration, tendon regeneration. Notice it has helped.
Yeah. I'm like about to
Thymosin
be
alpha
old.
is for.
Immune support. Ooh.
Curcumin is for anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, and like
How about GHK?
anti-X. That one just repairs your life. Anti-aging repairs
Skin.
your, yeah, it's good for your
DNA.
hair, skin, and nails, which is why my nails look like this and I can't get them done.
What do you mean they look like this?
Like, this is a lot of outgrowth, and like
That
my
is a
hair,
lot of
that's-
outgrowth.
This is a lot of, like, I got my hair and nails done right before surgery, and my hair grew like crazy. But
Actually, that is nuts.
all of my
Yeah.
hair grew like crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, so that stuff's awesome. I was reading into it. A lot of plastic surgeons will prescribe that for after surgery for their cosmetic patients. But I feel like that helped speed up, like, you know how I had all those nerve zappings in my quads?
Gone?
Yeah, I haven't had them since like week 2 or whatever.
You're at week what? Almost
week
6?
6 starts tomorrow. So
You're at-
basically, yeah.
Would you
week
say you're
6.
ahead of the recovery curve?
It depends which part. I think I'm a little bit behind on the walking part because I really took it super, super easy in the beginning. Maybe a little bit too easy. Not enough PT in the beginning.
No
Like,
setbacks, though.
no setbacks. I think I'm just a little bit behind that way. Pain-wise, I think I'm super ahead. Like, I've been pain-free this entire time. If anything, there's just a little bit of discomfort.
Would it be even possible for you to say that the peptides have had anything to do with that?
Oh, I 100% think so. I had this whole time. Every time people are like, you're doing so great, I'm like, it's not me. It might be, part youth, part my healing capabilities as well, but
Part your fitness
and like,
background.
yeah, that those things play a factor, but truly, I think everything feels so good and has healed so quickly because of the peptides. And I tell that to everybody. I have random people on my Instagram that are like, oh, I'm getting this surgery soon. I'm getting this surgery soon. And I'm like, take peptides, you need them. I probably would never do another surgery without peptides.
Well, that's a pretty strong statement.
Yeah. Like it's no joke. That stuff's no joke.
They expensive?
They can be,
Is it worth it?
yes.
I mean,
Anything
you have
that-
one hip surgery and you got to live with the recovery the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So what's an extra $200 if it's going to make the rest of your life better, right?
Yes, and I hate when people are like, oh, I already had all these bills. Okay, so do I. Like, I have a $120,000 pending right now, but I'm still going to spend a couple $100s on peptides. That's going to get me back to work a little bit quicker, so I can start making that money back and whatnot. So, I don't know. I'm a big on investing in yourself and your health, and if this is one aspect of it, I don't know. I just don't see why anyone would fight it.
Cool.
But that's just me.
I think that's good.
Thanks, bye.
Bye.
They smash that like but no one touches their nasty
Yesterday, you said tomorrow.
legend.
Just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it! Some people dream of success, while you're gonna wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can!